Animals have become an integral part of our urban environment. Ever since the first domestication of animals 11,000 years ago, we have been living in close proximity to them, and the relationships between us have continued to change over time. Throughout the ecological history of Australia, many species we now consider commonplace are in fact ones we have introduced. The pigeon or rock dove is just one such example. Originating from Europe, Western Asia, and Northern Africa, pigeons are one of the greatest success stories today and are found in cities all over the world. In some places, it can seem impossible as a tourist to get a good photo without a pigeon in the frame. But how did this come about? Pigeons have been kept domestically since the time of the ancient Egyptians. Their innate homing ability has caused them to be used to send messages and letters, making them especially useful in both times of war and of peace. In fact, 32 pigeons received war medals for their service in both world wars. Though this homing ability is not completely understood, studies have suggested that pigeons use the sun, geomagnetic fields, the visual landscape, and even atmospheric trace gases to navigate their way back. Life in the city, however, has allowed them to become more localized. This and their past domestication contribute to their fearlessness around humans. We see pigeons in almost every corner, either perched on the ledge of a building, sitting idly, drinking from a fountain, and almost always eating. Pigeons mainly go on their walkabouts, foraging for food disposed by the public. This is now their preferred food source. Although food may seem to be abundant in downtown areas, competition for food has never been higher. Pigeons can store large amounts of food in their crops in just a few short minutes. A large proportion of juveniles die because they are unable to compete with the more experienced adult foragers. With more feeding opportunities as a result of the increasing urban population comes an increase in pigeon droppings. Bird droppings are acidic in nature and not only do a lot of damage to our historical buildings, but also act as a potential health hazard to humans. These droppings can contain diseases such as the bird flu virus. To avoid having such an outbreak, people are strongly advised not to feed pigeons, because feeding pigeons is just as bad as feeding rats. Despite this, people's attitudes do not seem to change, although a certain feeling of general dislike seems timeless.
All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison the pigeons in the park.